like to thank everyone for listening to my speech. My name is April Tucker, and I am currently a Liberty student in my senior year, and I'm pursuing a degree in early childhood education with a minor in autism and special education. Tonight I'd like to talk to you about teaching in an inclusion classroom, but first I want to tell you a personal story. Several years ago I was teaching as a pre-K4 teacher, and the principal came to my classroom and asked if I would accept a child into my classroom that had special needs. I was really excited and looking forward to this opportunity. However, once he started in my classroom, I felt very inadequate in my skills and my training and felt like I was not able to meet his needs. And through, I guess, my own lack of abilities, the parents realized that I was not trained and actually removed him from my classroom. And as a teacher, I felt very defeated and very discouraged that God had placed an opportunity for me to love a child and to, work with him in my classroom, but I was unable to do so. And so that got me to thinking that I needed to further my education in not only teaching, but also in training with special needs. So tonight, as we begin, I'd like to first share a verse that God placed in my path. It's Matthew 18:10, and it says, "See that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I say to you that their angels in heaven continually see the face of my Father who is in heaven." So as teachers, we have the unique opportunity to impact children through creating an environment in which we accept all children. So tonight I'm going to talk to you a little bit about being a teacher in an inclusion classroom. First of all, there are really great benefits to having an inclusion classroom for children. These benefits can be seen with special needs children and proven language growth development because they are with atypical peers who have already been successful in their own language skills. Plus, social and development skills are seen to improve with children with special needs that are able to be in the classrooms with typical children. And then both children with and without special needs build unique friendships when in other opportunities or other cases they would not be able to. And then there's a respect that's built for children to learn to accept the differences that God has created amongst children themselves. And then we see that teachers who are trained in inclusion classrooms actually gain the confidence to actually teach these children. And that's where I felt like I was lacking. Even though the child was placed in my classroom, I was not prepared to handle them. And so some of these trainings would look like physical disability training, autism, attention deficit disorders, learning disabilities, and gifted and talented. Teachers who are more confident because of training actually do better in assisting with the special needs kids in their classroom. But then you see that teachers who do not have the training are more apprehensive and are less willing to take the children or take on these challenges with the children of special needs in their classes. Next, teachers who are trained can advocate for these inclusion classrooms. When a teacher is well skilled, they tend to want to fight for opportunities to expand in the school. They can go before the principal and the school boards and explain why it's important to have inclusion classrooms. But teachers who aren't trained in that tend to shy away and feel inadequate and tend to not want to participate in this. So in conclusion, the points that were mentioned, the benefits of the children being in an inclusion classroom, our research has found that they're very successful for children on both the special needs and children that are typical in their growing development years. But then in addition, teachers with the special training actually can feel comfortable in the situation that they're placed in, and then in the end be able to advocate for other teachers and other classrooms. So I'd like to leave this with you, that in Philippians 2:3-4, do nothing from rivalry or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourself. Let each of you look not at his own interest, but also at the interest of others. As inclusion teachers, we have a really unique opportunity to not look at just what makes us comfortable or children in our class comfortable, but to include everybody into our learning environment. Thank you.